very close race.
And
great job,
great
Asha.
finish there. We're at a replay. We're back to live action here as we have the girls 9-10s in the water right now. Heat 1 of 2. Again, these swimmers will swim 2 lengths each. Somerville Y is in 3. Ashboro in 4. Shadow Moss in 5. You think Shadow Moss is doing well right now? In lane 6 is James Island. 7 is North Charleston. 8 is Chamelon.
And you know, the Shadow Moss girls, the 9-10s, have to feel that energy coming off that 7-8 boys victory. I'm sure they're all pumped up to do their best here. What place is Shadow Moss right now, David, in the team standings?
I believe Shadow Moss is going into that relay. Shadow Moss was in 5th place.
Okay.
So a good start with Shadow Moss.
How are they looking tomorrow for their older kids?
They have an uphill battle for sure to hang on to 5th, but with Newington and Hobcobb both having good days, and of course North Charleston, it wouldn't surprise me if all those teams go by, but Shadow Moss, like I said, always overperforms at the city meet.
And there they are, swimmer number 2 is Shadow Moss, 2nd swimmer.
Shadow Moss, then North Charleston with James Island in 3rd.
When you're watching at home some of these relay exchanges, maybe a little bit today, mainly tomorrow, doing a relay start, whether swimmers step up or do I call it a backwards arm circle, but really trying to take all momentum they can to launch off the block and out. Sometimes it's a little risky, though, to do it at this level. Wouldn't you agree, David? Risk of a false start.
For sure. I think the best approach is for coaches to watch their swimmers and decide, okay, this is what this swimmer needs to do, this is what this swimmer needs to do to make sure it all works out.
Swimmer number 3 coming in. Shadow Moss still with the lead, maybe even extended their lead with their 3rd swimmer. This is our anchor swimmer, our 4th swimmer about to dive in.
Shadow Moss has entered at a 2:35.38. They are on pace to beat that quite considerably.
Oh, wow. Really strong kick with that anchor swimmer on Shadow Moss.
Tough to move up too much in here. North Charleston, by the way, is in 2nd. James Island is in 3rd.
Well,
no, actually,
yeah,
I take it back. They're going to move way up. Let's see what this time is. Probably not good for top 5, but really not far behind it. 2:26.35.
So it could potentially get top 8.
Oh, should absolutely get top 8. I believe that would have them seated 6th going into this final heat of relays. We see North Charleston coming in to get 2nd. James Island will take 3rd. North Charleston's time is 2:41. We don't have a time on North Charleston. James Island's time is 2:42.77.
Somerville Y in lane 3. 4th swimmer just dove in. She will finish that relay for her team. With some of our older swimmers, a coach from Tim Conley, who I'm sure you're familiar with, really talented coach in the upstate. He used to put his kids, not in summer league, but more year-round swimming with the older ones, reverse order. So he would actually put his fastest swimmer first and then reverse it. He felt that the swimmers responded to that peer pressure. Going to instant replay, here we have Shadow Moss right from the get-go, feeling that positive vibe from the 7-8 boys win. They had the lead right from the start.
Final heat now. James Island is in 1, Sneef Farm in 2, Hobcon 3, Northbridge in 4, Park Shore in... Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Long Point is in 1, Country Club is in 2, Hobcon 3, Northbridge in 4, Park Shore in 5, Daniel Island in 6. In lane 7 is Sneef Farm, lane 8 is Legend Oaks, 9 is Cane Bay, 10 is Newington. Park Shore, your big favorite here with both side bottom sisters who went 1-2 in the IM. We expect Park Shore to win this relay.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a battle for 2nd.
Oh yeah, no question, a battle for 2nd.
I think that's one of the side bottom sisters, if I'm recognizing the stroke. Looks so long, relaxed, but you know she's got a lot of power underneath.
Park Shore at 31.68. Daniel Island is 2nd. Northbridge is 3rd.
Oh, wow, Daniel Island, 2nd swimmer, making a push to catch up to that Park Shore swimmer.
That's Renelle St. Germain, and we've seen plenty of her today. No surprise to see
All right, let's see how they do on this
start.
turn. Right now, it's Park Shore and Daniel Island.
Yeah, but you assume Park Shore is going to have that the anchor leg to really pull away. Renelle has had a great day so far. She's going to she did a great job last year, won a bunch of events. Certainly will next year when she's 10. 106.96 for Daniel Island. Park Shore at 107.86. Cane Bay now in 3rd place.
Wow. And Northbridge looking really good as well.
Yeah, Northbridge now moving up there. Legend Oaks moving up in lane 8.
All right, so fourth swimmers up on the block, tightening their goggles, getting their feet set.
No, excuse me, that is Renelle St. Germain. I don't know who that was on the second leg. Renelle's on the blocks now. Legend Oaks is third at the moment, as Park Shore with a slight lead, 142.70 to 143.21. And this will be the battle on the anchor leg here.
All right, well, Renelle is hanging in. We noticed Bottom Sisters have had a strong morning. I don't think she'll pass her, but she's holding her own.
Won't be a record here.
All right, how's third place look, David? Oh, wow, Northbridge swimmer coming on strong. Is that Kayla?
That's Zuri Swain for Northbridge there, who's moved into third just barely over Legend Oaks. Reeves Sidebottom pulling away for Park Shore to win it in 2:11.90. Watch for the Country Club at the bottom of the screen as well in the battle for third. Daniel Island at 2:13.90 to take second. Third is Country Club by just a couple tenths in 2:27.2. Northbridge fourth in 2:20.89.
You know, I didn't even see Country Club at the bottom of the screen. They must have really come on strong on that anchor leg. Congrats to those girls.
Yes, absolutely. A huge finish there for the Country Club.
All right, so we've got one more relay to finish. We've got our 9-10 boys. Again, there are 2 heats.
Yep, we are almost at the finish line, guys. 2 heats of the 9-10 boys relay to wrap things up here for the 10 and under swimmers today. In lane 3 in heat 1 is Chamelon, 4 is Ashboro, 5 is Cane Bay, 6 is Somerville Y, 7 is Long Point, 8 is Crowfield.
Looking at the unofficial results from that last heat, I'm pretty sure Shadamoss from heat 1 ended up in 9th place from the overall time. So good job for them. Relays are worth double points. We've said that several times. So really getting the energy behind this and seeing what you can do to potentially have some lead changes and move ups in the overall team score.
Just a heads up, guys, the individual events, the scores goes 31, 29, 28, and so on, all the way down to 1 point for 30th. In the relays, 62 points for first, then 56, then 52, then 48, and -4 all the way down to 4 points for 15th place.
David, how do you remember all this? David has
been doing this for a while, I guess.
David has an awesome spread point extrapolation through every event. It's pretty cool to see.
And it's all coded, so you can just put in the places and it spits out exactly what the finish will be.
It was really fun, as you can imagine, to coach David when he was a teenager, as he would always try to predict times, splits, intervals, and every mistake I made with math.
Tara's practices were also very predictable.
Thanks a lot, David.
You had a lot of patterns, Tara, you know that.
Patterns work, David.
I didn't say they didn't. It's just I had a good idea of what was coming sometimes. Long time ago.
All right, how are we doing here in heat 1?
In lane 4,
or heat
that's
1, excuse
Ashboro
me.
With the lead as we get set for the anchor swimmers. The Alligators exchanging at 154.54. In second place there is Cane Bay. Cane Bay looks like they're pulling away on this anchor leg.
All right, great turn. I just saw that on the video. At this age, doing the flip turn, especially in this deep pool, the kids may not realize this, but timing your depth, you want to flip and hit the wall but not get too close. I call it the meatball.
And on the bulkhead is a little tricky too. We see Cane Bay trying to come back on Ashboro. Is this going to be a dramatic finish? Not quite. As Ashboro holds on, 220. No, those times are not correct. Ashboro just barely holds off Cane Bay for the win. That was not a 225. Those were 234s for the top 2 teams.
Yeah, anchor swimmer for Cane Bay was moving.
He was, absolutely, to almost make a big comeback here. We're going to take a look at that after we finish up this heat. As we get set for our final heat of the day. This is it. James Island will be in lane 1, Sneak Farm is in 2, Hawk Paw is in 3, Northbridge in 4. In 5 is Daniel Island, their top seeds. 6 is Park Shore, 7 is North Charleston, 8 is Newington, 9 is Shadow Moss, 10 is Legend Oaks. Last one today.
All right, and they're off. All right, going into the turn, Daniel Island with a very slight lead. Northbridge closely behind. Northbridge, great turn from that swimmer.
That is Sumner Denmark, who was second in breaststroke earlier. North Charleston trying to come up there in lane number 7, and Daniel Island in the middle. Northbridge maybe a slight lead.
Park Shore a little behind, but something tells me they have something up their sleeve with the way their swimmers have performed today.
Teams, quick announcement.
All right, swimmer number 2, Northbridge and Daniel Island. Looks like Daniel Island pulling slightly ahead.
Move them at the end of this session and bring them back to hang
Daniel Island will hit the wall first, followed closely still by Northbridge.
You want to have these really strong turns, keep your heads off the turns to get up, keep your momentum going, and get into that wall.
Is that North Charleston in lane 7 in 3rd place, David?
North Charleston is in 3rd place as we get set
All right,
to
we're
change
halfway.
over here. Northbridge 106.24, Daniel Island 106.31. This is super tight.
All right, here we go. Northbridge is now taking the lead. Daniel Island and Northbridge going back and forth. North Charleston with a very confident 3rd place.
This is going to be a fun anchor split here between the Killer Whales and the Flying Fish. Hayward Leuschinger is on the blocks for Northbridge. Nolan Mahoney on the blocks for Daniel Island.
All right, it is going to be close.
Northbridge will touch first here.
Coming in, and they're off.
No time there.
Oh, Nolan had a wonderful dive, but it looks like they're pretty evenly matched on the swim. Let's see how the turn goes. North Charleston still in 3rd place. Park Shore moving up to be in 4th.
Like
Nolan Mahoney had a great turn.
Yeah,
I think those swimmers are pretty evenly matched on top of the water, but his turn and start was superb.
Nolan Mahoney with a great split here to pull Daniel Island in front, and they win it in 2:11.37. Northbridge takes second at 2:13.97. North Charleston third at 2:14.70. 4th place went to Shadow Moss, continuing a huge day for the Sharks. A relay win there for Daniel Island. Says Northbridge's last swimmer was 26-0, but there was a touchpad issue there.
All right, here is the replay. First swimmers in the water throughout this entire relay. Daniel Island and Northbridge went back and forth. You really can't say that a swimmer did not perform here. All of these boys, I'd love to see the splits. I guarantee they all won best times. Second swimmers in the water.
Let's see if we can see that replay there for Nolan Mahoney's takeover in his turn, because that was an amazing finish for Nolan Mahoney.
All right, third swimmers in the water there. Third swimmers, Northbridge got a little bit of an edge by the end of that. It really came down to the anchors. You said, who was the Northbridge swimmer, David?
On the end there, that was Hayward Leuschinger anchoring for Northbridge.
Nice. All right, here they are. All right, let's check this dive out. I think that was helpful for Daniel Island. And we'll see if we can get a view on this turn. Wow,
so
look at that!
Even.
Look at that kick on the Northbridge swimmer. Wonderful.
And then Nolan really blasted off that turn to pull out ahead and get Daniel Island their final relay win of the day. Daniel Island in not a commanding lead, but a good lead after day 1 here at the City Championship meet. As we get set to wrap things up here from the North Charleston Aquatic Center. Like we said, Daniel Island in 1st place, Northbridge in 2nd place, but it is going to be a battle tomorrow. Sneak Farm seeking, I believe this will be an 8th straight city championship, and they've won 29 in the past 32, so this will be their 30th in 33 years. North Charleston, though. Did they do enough today to improve their seeds and give themselves a shot at winning this thing tomorrow?
It is very interesting because today you're looking at the scores and you're thinking, Daniel Island's going to win it all. It'll be so easy. But you're right, David. Tomorrow we get the older kids, and teams have strengths in different age groups. So the younger kids have done what they can do, and now it's up to the big kids to bring it in.
It'll be very interesting tomorrow. North Charleston with a huge day. Sneak Farm, Daniel Island, not as much on tomorrow. So we're going to see how things all finish up tomorrow. We had a handful of meet records today. I think some great races. It was just a lot of fun to watch these swimmers compete, and I believe those are the scores on the board. North Charleston is in 8th place right now, But if my math is correct, they've outperformed by quite a bit today. So the scores, we can see them on the scoreboard. Daniel Island with 1191 is in first place. Northbridge is in second, just ahead of Park Shore. Snee Farm in fourth. Shadow Moss is in fifth. A big overperformance today for Park Shore.